Nestled in the Souris Valley in north-central North Dakota, the city of Minot is a stable hub for agriculture, the gateway to one of the most petroleum-rich lands in the entire country, and a budding hub for aviation technology.
There's several things that make Minot unique, from our geographic location as a center for agricultural and oil production, to our great communities, our wonderful outdoor activities. We have so much to offer in the city of Minot.
A city built by the Great Northern Railroads pushed westward in the late 1800s, Minot was established as a small tent town of a few hundred. But Minot quickly earned its reputation as the Magic City.
The Magic City comes from our rich railroad tradition here. So Minot sprung up because of the railroad. The town sprung up because there was water here. The railroad came through and very quickly became a tent city and then a regular city and grew very, very quickly as if by magic.
The city of Minot is no stranger to growth. This city has boomed throughout its 130 years of life, but through the good times comes the bad. In 2011, this magic city sank.
This morning, the center of Minot, North Dakota is filling up with water. And over the next week, that city of 41,000 people expects its worst flooding in history.
The 2011 flood was absolutely devastating. It did a lot to the community physically. It wreaked havoc throughout the entire valley. We had this press conference with CBS News, and we got word that the levees had been breached. And we got that word from the police chief. And the mayor, Zimbelman, gave word to sound the sirens.
Just prior to the flood of 2011, our community had been experiencing exceptional growth, and that created huge strain on our housing stock. Once the flood hit in 2011, it displaced 12,000 of our citizens.
We faced a natural disaster that was literally unheard of. Right away from the beginning, we faced some amazing people who gave leadership even when their own homes were wiped out.
But as water receded, the city of Minot rose from the muddy grounds, rebuilding, recovering, and re-emerging as a better, stronger, and more resilient community.
We have so much to offer in the city of Minot, but more importantly, it's really about our people. And it's about our people's resilience, our community's resilience to adversity.
We developed a one-stop volunteer recovery center called Hope Village. And then when you look at the recovery, you have to look at the resiliency of the people, the way that they pitched in to help one another.
We've made a tremendous amount of progress. If you drive through the valley, you'll see new homes and remodeled homes with new yards and new trees.
This city of Minot has made major strides in recovery, but the true test, the effort to becoming more resilient, has just begun.
In 2016, the city of Minot was awarded a $74 million grant from the federal government. That grant was part of the nation's National Disaster Resiliency Competition.
The core of the NDR program is to combine long-term community recovery with resilient measures in the downtown and along the Minot River, which is really the foundation for the city. They are promoting rebuilding and also new initiatives and new infrastructure that preserves the integrity of what made this city so strong in the first place. And they're getting smarter and wiser in that rebuilding to better prepare for future floods.
We've invested heavily in our downtown. We've tore up our streets and replaced water infrastructure, sewer infrastructure, stormwater infrastructure. We've added all new streets, curb and gutter, intersection improvements. We've been making great efforts in our flood control and capacity improvements throughout the community. We've also completed our first flood wall, which is about 1,700 feet, which protects our water treatment plant.
One of the critical aspects of long-term community recovery is being increasingly recognized as promoting resilience. To the credit of the city, in my mind, there's no question that's one of the reasons why they were one of only 13 award winners nationally to receive these funds.
Minot is the smallest of those 13 communities and ranks only behind New York and New Orleans in total program funding. The NDR program focuses on 3 important projects for Minot: reducing flood risk and improving water management, building affordable, resilient neighborhoods, and fostering economic resilience.
Minot is not just a city, it's a community.
People love our community. Even people who migrate here from other parts of the United States, including military people, when you talk to them, they say, you know what, the people are what makes Minot magical. And you know what makes us want to stay is that the people are so friendly and caring.
So in addition to Minot being a great place to live, work, and raise a family, it's a wonderful place to start or grow a business.
The business community is good in Minot. Our Magic Sky initiative, we branded the Magic Sky as a cluster for an opportunity for companies to come to Minot and to see what types of business we can create for them.
Our city limits have doubled in size. We've tripled the number of assets we have on the books, and it's very vibrant. It's a very exciting time for our community and for our city.